Everybody wait.
3.
We're live.
There it is.
It's happening. We're all together again.
Yay.
And all of us together again.
All together now.
It's like the original switcheroo skidoo Alfredo. I don't know. How many things have we called?
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Yeah. Armadillo thing.
We had our chicken pasta Alfredo last night. We should have had it tonight. We could have eaten it right here on the show.
Yeah, you're right. Disgusting.
No, it wouldn't have been. Is there something wrong with eating fettuccine Alfredo on video?
Yes.
Freaking gentlemen.
We did it. I had no problem. No judgment.
Eat is gross.
We should do that one night. We'll just all eat our dinner. So what else, guys?
Yeah.
Welcome to the pre-show, everybody.
We'll just sit here and eat. Oh, by the way, one of the mechanics audio-wise of this show is that if we more so than even on the regular recording, if we talk at the same time as them, all it sounds is like so we've got to try to be careful not to talk over each other.
Talk over each other because that's a fun noise.
They're like, challenge accepted.
So the story is, children, when Dad's talking, like usual, you don't talk. No, you talk over Dad.
I get so much of that lately, it's making me paranoid about talking.
I win all of the competitions with that one.
He's been saying it like once a show when we record on Sundays, and I'll end up sitting there like, I don't even know what to do now because am I not allowed to host anymore?
With the mostest.
Hello to Dave, Val, and Lewis, all in the YouTube chat. All at once, those messages came through. Hello.
Tuesday night.
On the Podbean, we've got Adam, and it looks like there might be somebody else joining, but it hasn't announced them. But Adam is here. The wait for Adam is already
well, the show's done then. I guess we can wrap it up, guys.
Yeah. As per usual, everybody, as you're joining, this is the pre-show. We haven't started the official show yet.
We're warming up, and we got the entire Monorail clan today. So
all of them.
So
it's big today.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's a big
excited
day.
About it.
It's a big day.
You know what the big difference will be? So Justin can edit out like me saying to Garrett or McKenna, like, cheer up, stop being so grumpy. But now it's live, so everyone can watch me be a bad mom.
Lewis is saying, great to finally see the entire Monorail family on the show. I feel like I was just hanging out with you all on my ride today.
Oh, no.
And he only felt mildly insulted at times, so that's something.
I don't know why
be an episode
that way.
Yeah.
I only invoked his name once or twice.
And Jeff, of course, is also in the chat. Hello, Jeff.
Hi.
Yeah,
he's excited about everyone in to defend the animal kingdom.
It's true, and it's because there have been a time or two where I have felt gravely outnumbered on this show, and it wasn't going to happen tonight. And I need Garrett here because he's got the best reactions to the ridiculous things that Frank says. So.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for the Garrett heel turn tonight. He's going to he's the third man, Hulk Hogan. He's coming over to Dillo's Diz, tear off the t-shirt, have AK Hada across the front.
Yeah, really not happening. I will never betray the kingdom.
Drunk Stormtrooper is in the comments over here. He asked me to grab a magnifying glass so I can read the comments because he sees me struggling. Actually, I'm sweet that the show is on and I can't do two things at once. It's a second old thing as opposed to the first old thing.
Right.
That's really kind of going to be us tonight because since we have the whole crew, we have to sit further back away from the computer to get everybody on camera. Mm-hmm. I can't really see the comments very well at all. I can see who's saying it, and the Podbean comments are even smaller. So I can see Adam looks like he said #find Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we do need Matt. Matt isn't here tonight.
I can't see anything. Like, it just looks like a blurry blob.
You have glasses on.
I know, but they're about 3 prescriptions behind. I'm too cheap. I'm like, I wear my contacts most of the time anyways.
Yeah.
I was just wearing my glasses. Took them off for the podcast.
Oh, but you would look so much smarter.
Wait, I don't know how to take that. I don't really know how to take that.
That was me.
Thank God Sam's here to defend me. God, she's been gone for 2 weeks. I missed her.
I know, I missed you too.
My mom is now in the pod bean, and she says, he, I think she said. he, mom.
Again.
I think
this is really what McKenna and Garrett need to see that goes on is what happens.
Yes.
No.
She's either laughing really slowly or she's trying to say hello and she's cutting herself off. he. Now she says, LOL, hello to R.
Hello to R.
Oh my goodness. Love her.
Hey.
D2?
No.
I don't know. Is it time to start the show?
Sure.
Yeah. We only have 24 minutes until McKenna's bedtime. We got to use them wisely.
For a minute.
Well, who's going to start the show? I think it should be Garrett tonight.
Huh?
Totally.
Yeah, Garrett. Start the show.
Let's do
Start the
it.
show, Garrett.
Do what?
You know the name of the show,
No, I
and
don't.
now you do the intro.
Huh?
Oh my gosh. McKenna, do it. Take it away.
Hi, Parks and Monorails. Tuesday night live. Very nice to meet you.
Great. You did it.
He.
Thank you.
Yeah. We might just autoplay that every week now.
We
Let's
should.
start the show. Boom. Back
Please
to McKenna.
That was bad. I don't what
Practice up. You can,
I don't know.
polish it up. You'll be sharper next time.
I don't even. What is the name of this?
Well, it's funny you should ask. The name of the show is the Parks and Monorail's most magical hour live. Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. We're the Monorail family. We have a podcast called the Monday Morning Monorail. And every Monday, we take you back to the most magical place on earth through your ears, through the audio, the sweet, sweet audio that we bring you. And they're the Dillos from Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz.
She is Jen.
Hello.
Frank. And they're on the improvisers. No, you do it.
Improvisers Guide Network.
There we go. Yeah.
We have a question from the audience. Can I do a question from the audience already? Lewis wants to know how many takes does the weekly show actually take for you guys?
Oh, we're pretty efficient, actually. We just ruined Justin's life by recording the worst things possible, so he has to edit a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
One take.
It's one take, but there is a lot of chopping. There's a lot that falls to the cutting room floor every week.
Yeah.
And mostly it's because
You started off wrong.
No, it's because McKenna can't keep her profanity to herself.
Oh yeah, I'm a sailor.
Yeah. It's one take. We're professionals. We don't start over.
Seriously.
I think when we've recorded, we've only ever really started over like once, I think. Where we were like, we have to start this thing over because it was a disaster. Like after the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Do you ever do like a whole redo?
I think we've sometimes in the beginning. Sometimes a garbage truck has arrived right at the intro. This and garbage truck. All right, well let's wait that out. Sometimes your voice will do crazy.
Well, I had a lot of in the Improviser's Guide podcast days. There definitely was a lot of I'm playing on a better mic. There was a lot of issues, and then I still have issues with that, I guess.
and then, right now, as you're talking about it, it just happened.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it was actually perfect timing.
So
continue.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Am I here?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're good.
Yeah.
In the summertime, if I lose my voice after performing, that happens. And then in terms of editing, it's funny because I listen to most of the podcasts I listen to at 1.5 speed. So often when I'm editing, I'm like, this is going so slow.
Yeah.
God, pick up the pace. God.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
That's funny. I wonder how many people do that. I do that too a lot of times. I'll listen to a lot, at least at 1.25, if not 1.5.
I don't listen to podcasts.
Oh, okay. Well, then you don't get to vote.
Garrett.
Thanks, Garrett.
Except ours. Except ours.
Except yours.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what I thought.
No, it is funny too, because if you ever end up like on podcasts that you typically listen to, like on 1.5 or something, if you slow it down to 1, you're like, whoa, they're talking slow. It's crazy. I've
I've
it.
never done that. I need to try that.
Yeah.
You save some time.
It'd be funny if it like also pitched up like you were listening to Alvin and the Chipmunks or something.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I had a record player that did that. It was the best way to
You could
listen to music.
Turn the speed up on the record player. I did that all the time.
That's how I listen to all my tunes.
That's how we
I have a
spent our
record
time.
player.
Yeah, but did you spend your free time growing up just speeding up and slowing down records to get your kicks?
Not all the time, but yes.
No, you didn't.
But did you press play and record on a cassette tape so you could get what was playing from the record player?
Yeah.
I haven't made a cassette tape, but I use them in my car.
She does. She does have a cassette player.
I'm gonna make you some mixtapes, McKenna. Can I?
Yeah, because all my cassette, I buy them from like stores, like the handful of stores that will sell a cassette tape, and they're all like dying. So like halfway through listening to the Beach Boys, it sounds like the Beach Boys are melting.
I still have some cassettes. I'll send you something, Kenna.
I know,
I
right?
love some cassettes.
Oh man, so you're invoking the Beach Boys right now. And it just made me realize. So we watched the
Beach
first.
Boys are here.
We watched. Yes, here they are.
Surprise!
They're gonna sing forever.
It's not Uncle Jesse.
2 shows we watched recently played Kokomo. Space Force played Kokomo, and then we watched What We Do in the Shadows, and they played Kokomo.
Yeah.
So all kinds of Kokomo going on.
The video was awesome. Seeing the Grand Floridian when we were kids, it was awesome.
Oh yeah,
it's good times.
That was good.
That's the Grand Floridian.
Speaking of Uncle Jesse, anyone else, or is that just me? Is anyone watching the final season of Fuller House?
We are not.
I watched the first season and I did not like it.
Yeah. No, me too.
We did fall off after the first season of Fuller House.
Yeah,
I
get it.
Didn't watch Full House. I don't even think I was alive.
No, you weren't. But
no.
But you
could watch it now.
Yeah.
You
have to watch a Disney episode.
I don't think I really like the whole sitcom where it's like the family lives together. In each episode, they go through something new, and I'm like, that's really
kind of
boring.
That's like the sitcom formula. That was TGIF, McKenna.
I don't like it.
Every sitcom.
I know. I don't really like them.
You didn't like Step by Step,
and then they have like something happens, and then they solve it and have a touching moment. I'm like, okay, this is too
That's
much.
called a story.
No, it's too much.
Whoa, what? Sitcoms have conflicts too?
I don't like it. I don't like that they have touching moments at the end of each episode because I'm like, just get on with it.
What would the conflict be if there's no good resolution?
I think what you're missing is during the time that those shows were made, binge culture wasn't a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
And so now it's hard to binge those.
Ooh, that is a good point.
Yeah.
That's really true. We have found that to be true trying to binge some old shows. Like they just don't hold up to the binge format.
The one with Kelly and Zach.
Well, yeah, Saved by the Bell.
Yeah,
Saved by the Bell is a good example of that. I don't think it's something. I mean, I do binge it because I love Saved by the Bell. And every
once you get started, it's like a Pringles can. Once you stop, you can't stop. It's like, all right, 4 episodes, let's go.
Yeah.
Every episode is a masterpiece, but
continuity is not good.
But that's
yeah,
true.
They're so inconsistent.
They don't care. Characters come in, they vanish.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing.
Kelly and Jesse just gone for a while. Like any mention of them? No.
Don't even say it.
My high school, that meant you were pregnant. No, I mean,
Ours too, Frank. Ours too. Wasn't much to do in small town Tennessee.
I know. Hello, hence McKenna. And we're live.
Welcome back, Sam. It's been too long.
Oh my God, why do I say these things out loud? It's true, though. There was nothing to
that's why
do.
McKenna's happy here every week.
We have 15 minutes until
Yeah, we have
McKenna's
15 minutes.
bedtime.
I
We
gotta
could
load
probably
up.
talk about Animal Kingdom because then we won't hear McKenna's reactions.
That's a good point. So, should I set it up one more time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
For what you
That's fine.
did, what you started. Yes.
What I created, the survey
Yes.
that I
Mhm.
personally wrote, and I
Yes.
should take all responsibility for. So, we've been having a discussion over the last several, that's easy for me to say, several weeks about the 5 essential rides, attractions, or shows from the Walt Disney World theme parks. We started with Magic Kingdom. We went to Epcot. We went to Hollywood Studios, #alwaysMGM. And now we're rounding it out with Animal Kingdom. And all of this came from the fact that Disney, long time ago, I didn't, it wasn't me, I didn't do this, but Disney created a survey that had blanks in it and said, tell us what your 5 essential rides, attractions, or shows are. And this way we know if you had these things, if you had these experiences that you could actually do when you come back to the parks post reopening for the coronavirus or post coronavirus. It's not gone. Let's pretend that if you did these things, it would be a complete day for you. So that's where it came from. It was fun to just do it for Magic Kingdom, but we decided why not do it for all. So here we are. We had the discussion about Animal Kingdom 2 weeks ago now. We updated the scoreboard on Monday. And now this was all building to the epic conclusion where now Frank and Jen have to say something nice about the Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. Nice.
Because if you have anything on the list at all, you're saying it's essential. So trap.
We have a question.
Okay.
If we haven't been on a ride, can it be an essential?
I mean, sure. I think people have done that.
Okay, good.
Yeah. What is this counting that's going on? You've had
All day long, all day, Jen has been like, I've been telling you for 2 weeks, you have to be positive on this show.
Mhm.
Be positive with your Animal Kingdom essentials. So because of that, Jen has to go first.
What?
All
All
right.
right, I have 4. I'll have to think of a 5th. I have Safari. Absolutely. That's like my first stop when I go to Animal Kingdom, which
Okay.
I like Animal Kingdom. It's
What's
great.
the name of the safari?
Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Circle gets the square.
I mean, I will be honest, and when y'all were talking about your treks on the episode, I was like, I don't even know what these are. I don't know where those are. I don't know what it is.
That's not
Jared's shaking his head.
Okay. Expedition Everest.
Mm-hmm.
Both rides in Pandora, 3, 4.
That's 3 and 4.
I don't have a 5th yet. Can I just say the Tree of Life? But I guess they wouldn't shut down the entire tree, right?
You can do the Tree of Life walkway.
Yeah, the Discovery Island Trail.
I'm going to do the Tree of Life walkway.
Yeah, I think Adam had that on his list, and we counted the Discovery Island trails, which is actually very good.
Yeah, because you get to see the tree up close and there are carvings that you get to walk under. It's very pretty.
It's a nice little maze you can get lost in. It's very cool.
Pocahontas hangs out under there too.
I've never seen
No.
Pocahontas
Never
under
seen
there.
that.
Oh, I have a picture.
You caught her like hiding in the trees
No.
and bushes?
Whenever my friend Jacinda and I went, Pocahontas was hanging out under the tree.
That's weird.
I'm gonna post a picture. I
We
am
need to
telling
see
the
photo
truth.
evidence. Yeah.
Well, I want to say thank you to McKenna for helping me with my 5th. Thanks, McKenna. You should be here every week. I also wanted, I mean that for real, because then I can give you a virtual hug and, it's nice. Val said she forgot to vote,
Yeah.
so we may have to mark these down for Val.
Yes.
She has Expedition Everest, It's Tough to Be a Bug, Festival of the Lion King, Finding Nemo, and Flight of Passage.
Okay.
Drunk Stormtrooper, I would pick Nomad Lounge, even though I haven't been there yet, but that's how I'll spend half of my day if I had to spend a whole day there, as Jocelyn asked. But restaurants and bars and lounges are not part of this, so I couldn't say it.
I'm not gonna let that fire me up because I'm gonna give Drunk Stormtrooper a pass. He hasn't been here when I've gone off on everybody else trying to list lounges and bars, even though I've clearly said they don't count. But if you notice, Drunk Stormtrooper, on our Facebook group on the scoreboard, Nomad Lounge is listed as honorable mention. I did put it because it deserves to be on the scoreboard. It just doesn't get any votes because you can't vote for it. Throw it out.
I even talked about it in my class. I made sure my whole class knew exactly how much Nomad Lounge meant to me.
I'm using my phone to look at the comments. Far away.
I was like, are you taking a picture? Let me pose.
If I zoom in on the camera, I can see it.
Really? Your camera will sharpen the font? You can read it?
No, it's called
No,
zooming
it's just because
in.
her eyes are bad.
Look, see? I can see it.
Well, yeah. I've noticed that now my mom is in both chats.
Yeah.
And just so she knows, I want her to know you are in the right place.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah.
Our mom just texted me and asked, because she's watching the podcast, she said, she asked if I lost weight because it looks like.
Oh. Have you?
And I'm gonna say, I think the beard is a little more full this week. It's like at the preferred stage of growth. So I just think it makes me look a little more svelte.
You are looking svelte.
Mama Dillo, does it look like I lost weight as well? Because all I'm doing is eating.
Yeah, no, I have gained a lot of weight during this quarantine. I'm going the wrong direction, folks. Yeah, it's not good.
All right, so that was good. We got the 5 essentials in, everybody. Let's move.
I think someone hasn't gone yet. And while you think of your 5, I'm going to mention that Jeff said the $25 face painting in Dino Land.
Right. Good.
So,
yeah. Or you can pay like $20 or $25 for hair wrapping. That's good too.
That much? You can do that for free at home. I watched a video. I mean,
if we're going to pretend that they don't have like naked cash grabs at every theme park, then fine. Yeah, sure. Okay.
I am just a side note about the hair wraps. Mm-hmm. What about when I used to save those? So gross. So gross.
So it's a souvenir. It's a collection.
Like it would start growing and you would see my hair like the top. That's how long I would keep it in. And I eventually would like cut it out. And then I'm like, I'm just going to save this now. Mama Dillo, if you're watching, does that exist somewhere? Can you check the attic to see if my hair wraps are up there?
McKenna has left the room. Fortunately, we cannot continue with the Animal Kingdom.
McKenna hasn't heard about the toenail, apparently. So,
let's not even. I can't. I'll leave the room if we're talking about that.
What?
No, you don't want to know.
We'll talk about it later. We'll go back. I'll send you the episode. You can listen to it.
I kind of feel like this is worth talking about, at least to say. You gotta explain this a little bit. The kids haven't heard it.
Did you rip off your toenail and keep it?
Kind of, but I didn't. Like, it wasn't by choice. It wasn't my choice. I mean, I did it. So we were staying at the beach club. I think it was 4th grade, maybe-ish. And it's probably because I think I had New Kids on the Block sandals, which I did not wear, from the pool. So I left the pool area. I was carrying the sandals, went to open the door at the beach club, and the bottom edge of the door got caught under my big toenail. And as I opened the door, it like ripped it back. So I was freaking out. It's pretty bloody. I walked back to be like, this is an issue. So then they like bring me to the front. They kind of leave it just open. I don't know why no one wrapped it up. But anyway, me and Papa Dillo, my dad, not his dad, we went to some sort of first bed thing. I thought we were like backstage Disney because I had never been off property really where That at least that I really realized. And they had to wrap it up. And then I ended up in a wheelchair the rest of the trip because they were like, you should try to avoid being around people so no one steps on your toe. I'm like, I'm in the theme parks. So I got a wheelchair, and then and then we went to the front of every line because back then that's what they did. And that was my story.
Well,
But,
that's not the end of
that's
the
not that's not the end of the story, right? I forgot the main point. So then weeks, I don't know how long later, the toenail fell off. It was put into an envelope, sealed, dated. It is in a Dillo Disney album at Mama and Papa Dillo's house right now.
What?
I don't think that's that weird. I'm more grossed out by the hair wrap thing because if you keep it in your hair for too long, it smells, and
Yeah, I knew.
that's kind of gross.
It was gross looking.
Okay, people keep weird stuff. That's not that big of a deal.
I don't know.
We are going to open it.
Finger. Like, it's not that weird. It's
That's
not that
weird.
weird.
No, that's
And
just the
gross.
one person you were talking.
We're gonna open it up at Jocelyn's next meetup.
I don't want to be there.
Can we like auction it off?
But the sad thing is, you definitely could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross. Yeah, I know. See, Lewis has heard the story and he's as disturbed.
Yeah.
as the first time. Yeah.
It makes me get the goosebumps.
That's really
I forgot about the hair wraps until just now when you said it, but
Hey, Daddy-O in the chat. What's up, Daddy?
hello, Daddy-O. Daddy-O, I didn't even realize you had a YouTube channel until today. Thank God we did the tweet, and now I'm subscribed.
Yeah,
So happy.
we did the same thing.
I was like, what? How did I miss this?
Yeah, I know. Snuck in underneath the
Yeah.
radar, but we
You know
got
who
you.
else has a YouTube channel?
Who's
ahead.
that? Garrett, plug it.
Gummy?
Do it.
Okay, I wasn't actually gonna plug it, but since I have the opportunity, it's Skelegummy. SKELEGUMMY.
Perfect.
I have a question, Garrett. What is flooded gummy?
Oh, it Fortnite stuff.
Okay. But
How can people follow you on Twitter to connect to the YouTube as well?
Just Skelegummy.
Skelegummy everywhere.
Nice.
Too bad we don't do that.
I think a giant gummy that looks like a skeleton sounds good right now. Cherry flavored.
Why cherry?
Flavor?
Because I like cherry.
Pineapple's better.
Oh, shut up, McKenna.
Cherry and a lime. It's red green. That's what you gotta start with.
Yeah.
I almost pictured it to be like a multicolored gummy that would have, different flavors throughout. I think that would be good.
An all-inclusive gummy.
Yeah.
It includes all colors and
You
flavors.
can't
Exactly.
eat my mascot.
All right. You're on the clock.
Yeah.
Mama Dillo, by the way, just texted saying she should take a picture of the toenail, and I was like, I've already posted a picture. It's okay. Everyone has seen the envelope.
Yeah.
If not, if you want to see the envelope, I'll happily link you. So just let me know. But on to Frank's 5 Essentials.
Well, I'm glad Garrett got the opportunity to speak because I'm about to send him into convulsions here. But no, Jen told me to stay positive, so I'm here to stay positive with my top 5 essential Animal Kingdom attractions. What is it? Right. Okay. Wait, this is the other. So the air-conditioned entrance to Mombasa Marketplace. That's not
an attraction.
I feel so good. I feel so good when I enter the. No.
That's not an attraction.
All right. I'll cross that out. So Kilimanjaro Safari is number 1. Also, the $50 preferred parking space, so I don't have to travel as far to the no. All right. So number 2 would be Expedition Everest. Number 3, there's a fantastic water fountain in Dino Land. It's my favorite Dino Land. And it's got the coldest water on property. Garrett, do you know which one I'm talking about?
No.
Water is gross. This is a bad choice.
So then I would also go Flight of Passage, Navi River Journey, and It's Tough to Be a Bug, actually.
That's good.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like those.
I think It's Tough to Be a Bug. It's got its really cool elements. It wasn't on my essential list, and I think in terms of 3D shows in the parks, it's probably my least favorite, but I still like it. Now, when the Hopper animatronic is working, that thing is awesome.
It's scary.
That is a cool animatronic.
I enjoyed the holding area too, with the bugs doing the classic Disney songs, things like that. I always liked walking through.
Yeah, it's neat.
And
You
the
know-
oh,
Sorry.
What up?
I'm talking. I am talking. Okay, so also the movie Bugs Life teaches you about taking down your suppressor. Go
Okay.
Bugs
Or
Life.
oppressor.
It could be oppressor and they bugs get suppressed.
Suppressor is what you put on
The
front of gun
suppressor
to
is what
make it
you
not
put
be
on
as
the front of
loud.
the
No.
phone. Oh my
That's a
gosh.
silencer.
Always.
Anyway,
Confirming the water fountain is right by Dinosaur, just so.
Thanks, Jeff.
Florida water is gross.
I know
Also,
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I think Jen had something to say.
Oh,
But-
I was just surprised Frank didn't put the tram from the parking lot on to try to reduce the amount of walking that has to happen.
Well, I thought the tram would mean entering and exiting. So exiting, if it was exiting, yes.
Yes.
That's not
Yes. Mm.
Yeah. So Daddy is saying tough to be a bug is cute. Give it some love. Well, yeah, we are. I think we are.
You know why I don't like it? Because
You don't like.
We are. You know why I don't like it?
it's patio. We're good friends. We hang out on the socials, but gonna have to disagree with you. I don't like feeling like I'm getting stung.
Yeah.
It's or stung.
Stung.
Stung. It reminds me of whenever I need to get milk from the
What?
grocery store and I open up the thing and it shocks me. I hate getting shocked. You
Oh,
know,
I actually kind of like that.
Wait, you like getting shocked, or you like the
Only
stingers?
like little static electricity.
I don't
little
like it.
jolts, little
It's kind of
little
like
arcs.
funny.
I'm going to bed now.
No, you
No,
can't.
no.
McKenna.
Oh, McKenna.
How
McKenna.
We're getting into the real discussion now.
Yeah.
Mc-
What?
Animal.
McKenna, do you approve of our essentials?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
On the way out, Frank.
On the way out.
Oh. That was tone behind that. Garrett, you're going to have to repeat that. I think everybody was talking, but I heard a tone.
Except if you're talking about the tram on the way out.
No, I didn't add the tram because I didn't put it on my top 5 because I think there would be debate of whether it includes coming and going. If it's just going, put that as an honorable mention.
Well,
I have a question for if I could discuss something with Garrett real quick, because I know he had some qualms with us in the past regarding Dole Whip and how we don't approve of it at Animal Kingdom.
I'm not even gonna
He said,
respond to that.
well, she has a question. Can she ask a question?
Fine.
I mean, don't you feel like Dole Whip started in Magic Kingdom? So that's kind of where it belongs. Although Polynesian, you can see Magic Kingdom, so that's the acceptable backup. But outside the park and the crazy flavors,
No.
You could also say pretzels started in the Magic Kingdom because literally everything started in the Magic Kingdom, so they shouldn't be anywhere.
Right,
Okay,
pretzels.
you're not allowed to get pretzels anywhere, Jen, except for the Magic Kingdom.
You can't ride any rides in the Animal Kingdom either because they started in the Magic Kingdom and then made their way to the Animal Kingdom. When
I mean, that's not completely
You can't ride
true, but
Epcot or in your favorite Hollywood Studios. I will call it.
it's MGM. All right, I'd be perfectly fine if they put Mr. Toad's Wild Ride where Dinosaur is. I'm just saying.
Sorry, but that started in the Magic Kingdom, so it's never coming back.
We could have argued for like premium bars. Those started in the Magic Kingdom, right?
Everything started in the Magic
No, but
Kingdom.
you can't just say rides.
right.
That's like
You
saying
can't say pretzels either. Pretzels.
Disney World
Pretzels.
started in the Magic Kingdom.
Well, I think that Frank and Jen would say that, that's true. The Magic Kingdom, that's the classic.
So you can't get anything that's in the
Nothing's
Magic
going
Kingdom
to
anywhere
equal
else.
it except Hollywood Studios. Or maybe
No.
It's not nothing. It's not nothing. I mean, I'll eat a burger in other places, but Dole Whip. It's Dole
No.
Whip.
If you're having a burger at Disney, you're only allowed to have it in the Magic Kingdom.
I mean, I don't love the tone you're using right now, but
Getting ready for bed.
No,
We kept there 4 minutes and 39 seconds longer.
He's gonna be up for another 24 hours.
Yeah.
I give 30 minutes of my time. Okay.
Kenny, you going on
Best
TikTok?
time of your life.
That's right.
What people say to me?
Will you be TikToking after you leave the room?
Oh yeah, me on the TikTok all the time. I love TikToking because TikToking is what it
That's
is
what the teenagers do, right?
always.
Yeah.
I personally am
All right.
constantly TikToking.
I'm dismissing you.
Okay,
Go to-
I'm gonna go take a shower in
bed.
bed.
Goodbye, McKenna.
Oh, wait, you're gonna
Bye,
take
Good night,
McKenna.
McKenna.
Good bed,
McKenna! Oh, I don't think I got it. Where's my virtual hug?
That was not a hug.
So McKenna's exiting. Garrett, are you hanging around for a while?
Yes.
Garrett.
Good night.
Garrett, well, I have probably a shorter conversation that involves Garrett because I'd love to talk to Garrett about it. Because Garrett and Papadillo have something huge in common, which is they love the ducks that are about Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
I would love to hear more about what Garrett loves about it so much.
Ooh.
They're cute.
I have a funny.
What's at the root of your love for the ducks in the parks? You would say, a bird lover, right?
Yes, I like birds a lot.
Yeah.
So it's not just the ducks. Really, any bird that I see in Disney, I'm like, look, it's bird.
He does love the birds. Yeah. But particularly like ducks around the parks.
Yeah, ducks are pretty friendly, so it's nice getting close to them and stuff.
Mhm.
Of course, they don't want you to touch them, which is fine. I'm not going to touch the duck.
Yeah.
Just a side note, I don't know if we need to talk to McKenna, but a lot of our viewers left when McKenna left. And I'm seeing a connection there. So McKenna's going to need to stay for the full hour every week moving forward.
She's got a following.
She brings in the young hip crowd or something. I don't know.
She brings in the TikTokers.
Well, so the funny
Papadillo loves the ducks. Yeah.
Yeah, and the funny thing about Garrett's love for seeing the birds in the parks is that my mom would tell you that when I was growing up, back in the day when we didn't have cameras in our phones, and people actually had to put film into camera, I would use up whole film strips taking pictures of like pigeons. When we were in Washington D.C. one time, and I can't remember where we were, but I used half a roll of film taking pictures of one single pigeon that was just hanging out wherever we were. So I was, you get it honest is what I'm saying. The interest in birds.
I do that, except I don't use film.
There's no film in these things, in these newfangled contraptions.
Old.
I know.
Well, I was going to say, whenever we went to Disney the first time, we got the kids disposable cameras because those still existed at the time.
I think they still do.
And I think they were outdated, but we still thought it'd be fun for them. And Garrett only took pictures of ducks.
Pictures of cranes, too.
Oh, and cranes.
Yeah, that's true.
Pigeons invaded my Queen's apartment balcony for a while. I have some pictures of them, but I didn't enjoy them.
Pigeons are great.
Yeah, I kind of think pigeons are gross. Garrett appreciates them.
I would say New York City pigeons. A little gross.
Like
Garrett, when you moved to New York City,
I saw like 50 pigeons circled around a single piece of pizza on the ground, and it was hilarious.
Did you hear what Frank was saying?
No.
He said when you move to New York someday, maybe you won't think the same about pigeons.
If I move to New York.
When
it's inevitable.
Yeah.
He wants to.
That was your destiny.
That's one of the.
Oh, what are your other ideals?
There's only one other one, and it would be a cabin in the mountains.
Oh.
Yes. Kind of opposites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, whenever I said it, I either want a lot of civilization or none.
Okay. I understand that.
Yeah. Maybe you can have both and you can go back and forth.
Money.
Well, you could like hand build a cabin in the woods, you know.
No.
Skilligummy could be huge by the time you're 18, and what then?
Yeah, right.
Hey,
Where's the hope?
Yeah, I upload.
where's that positivity,
Yeah,
Gary?
aim for the
Yeah,
start.
we brought the positivity to our AK Essentials. You can bring a little positivity to your future. My God.
I do want to say I'm very proud of you guys. You did a good job,
Thanks.
Frank.
Because we like Animal Kingdom.
Didn't even mention shade once.
It's
Why
just
did
the
you bring it
sixth
up?
park.
There's
There's no shade there. That's why it's not essential. It's
I feel like you guys need to go with us because we have a really good time there.
If you guys go with us, I'm gonna point out every instance of shade in there.
Listen, we're gonna go with you guys. We're gonna have an awesome time, and then we'll be like, it's the sixth park, and no.
I want your kids to come too. I want to take them around and be like, "Oh my god, look how fun this is! Your parents are so lame."
We have to get them done on our wavelength.
Mm-hmm.
Let them be our way of thinking.
That way, every time they come to visit, they're like, "Let's go to Animal Kingdom, Mommy and Daddy."
There is the 4-year-old itching for a trip. Has she been talking about it lately?
well, she talks about it anytime
Yeah.
she sees pictures like that.
Oh my God. I feel like this quarantine has upped the conversations. I'm like, I know. We couldn't even if we wanted to.
Yeah.
So can I put it up? Can I push the next button because you brought it up on the show yesterday? Yeah, I don't think the idea of resort hopping will ever come back again.
Ever?
I think it's a long-term thing. I think it's unless the reservation or some kind of whatever. But I could see that staying for a long period of time. So unless you have the hotel reservation or a dining reservation, I can't see the idea of going hopping anymore. I don't know how they would monitor that, but I could see that being a precedent for keeping things a little tighter on their ship.
Well, I agree with you, but I do think that once we're in some sort of state of getting back to normalcy, I think they'll start loosening. Like, I don't think that's gone forever, because that is something that's like so. It's like a classic part of a Disney vacation. You're staying on property.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's one of the big selling points, getting to go to the restaurants and lounges, and a lot of those places you want to go to, you don't have to have reservations for.
Mm-hmm.
So. And the shopping too, not to mention, come on, they're going to want you to come in and shop at the Grand Floridian at their fancy shops.
Or would they want you to virtually shop? Or would they want you to make a reservation at Trader Sam's? Or would they, in advance? I think there's ways they could maneuver things if they wanted to.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
That makes me
I don't want it to happen. Keep in mind. This is not a thing I want to happen. But when you were talking about it yesterday, my immediate concern was that they could stretch this out to suit their needs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that while we were talking about it.
I mean, I guess it's true. I guess the other thing I keep thinking about too is like that really, it is going to seriously impact like bars and lounges and things that would impact those like the most.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't make reservations to go to bars. You don't know when you're going to show up, when you're so
Right.
Nomad's Lounge.
Yeah, Nomad Lounge, exactly. But that's in a park.
Yeah,
I think
it's still you're going to be really close to a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna spread people out.
I feel like I sucked the life out of the room with that idea.
You did.
Like it just brought the whole place down.
Well, I mean, just even the topic of putting resort hopping on pause, and I mean, even temporarily, that's a pretty big, I think, bummer for people who are trying to maintain their plans for coming down this summer. I know, like, if you can't guarantee me I'm going to get in the parks every day, and now you're telling me I can't resort hop without a reservation to the restaurant or whatever, that's a pretty big blow, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta send everybody to Disney Springs, I guess.
I mean, Morimoto is there.
Sam's okay with that.
I love
No, I mean, it's nothing that I would want to see, but like obviously when we were just down in January, like we knew like, oh, let's go down early Thursday and we can just go to the boardwalk and beach club and in Riviera just to look at it. Like
Your mic.
Okay.
Your mic is getting rough.
Stand by.
Val is saying, could they monitor with magic bands as people come into the resort? Maybe as something just to keep track of everyone and how many people.
Well, I'm thinking they're going to have to probably do that because otherwise, like when you come back from the, like say you're at the parks, you come back from the parks and you are staying at the Wilderness Lodge or something, they would just probably scan your magic band and say, oh yeah, you're staying here, come on in.
Right.
I don't know.
I just hope they get a vaccine and then we get comfortable with going back to some kind of semblance of normalcy.
Yeah.
Should we talk a little bit about what it was like to visit Kennedy Space Center with the social distancing and all that?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I remember any of that.
Why wouldn't you? That just happened like 2 days ago.
You weren't there.
Garrett,
No way I wouldn't remember.
he was distracted.
I was distracted.
Because he had a little bit of something going on with his friends back home and he was distracted. But yeah, I mean, so I know this is kind of small scale and the crowd was much smaller than what we're going to see in like a Universal or a Disney World park. But I mean, from what I saw, they're taking a lot of the same steps that we've heard, Disney and Universal, SeaWorld, all these places are going to take. They did the temperature screening. They did reduced capacity. They have reduced hours. They've got markers for social distancing and all of the attractions. Now, the weird thing about going to a museum is it's very hard not to get grouped up with people, and they're not really monitoring that. So that was probably my only criticism, and it's not of them. It's not the Kennedy Space Center operation. It's just that people tended to group up at displays.
Yeah.
But some people you could see were being aware and were trying to space out, but other people were like, and I would step away. Like I did it several times. The way they've got this in the, what's it called? The Hall of Heroes, that first place we went into. A lot of the displays are in these like half circle type, like, I'm talking about like, almost like a clamshell kind of thing that you walk into. And so it's kind of a confined space where I didn't feel comfortable if anybody else walked into one of those while I was in. And there's like 3 different sections of displays. So I would be in there looking at something and I feel somebody right behind me and I'm like, oh, I guess I'm done. And I would walk out.
What he's talking about is like those little tube areas where they like cut a tube in half and they have like a uniform and a picture of someone. It's real small and people would just walk into it while we were standing there. And there's switches to flip and stuff like that.
Oh, and they're all touch screens. That's one thing too, is there's touch screens like everywhere in that facility. But yeah, all of the displays have buttons and switches because of course they know people want to do that. So it's like, oh, it's so tempting. I wanted to flip all that. It's like the Millennium Falcon cockpit.
Yeah.
Like every one of those.
Skipper Bob is in the house.
Hey,
Hello, Skipper Bob.
Chrissy's here. Hey, Chrissy.
No.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like I felt like there were hand sanitizer everywhere.
Yeah.
All the theaters were shut down. So you couldn't go to an IMAX theater. You couldn't go in. If there was any kind of show, it was shut down. Like I guess they have like some of the displays you'll go into will have pre-shows and those just weren't operating. So I don't know. Like I think the operation, basically, I think it's similar to what we've been saying about, what we're visualizing for Walt Disney World when it opens back up. I think the operation and the plans that they have that they're putting in place are effective. It's just a matter of, are people going to adhere to the guidelines and be conscious of their surroundings and not try to group up and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it definitely took a certain level of people like using their own restraint and not like grouping up together.
Yeah. No, and I've taken some webinars and virtual stuff in my real life that, talks a lot about how to open venues and whatnot. And, they really stress like the idea of communicating to the guests and the patrons, whoever it is, that really empower them to do the things that they need to do, to protect themselves, to protect the next person, to whatever, and that kind of thing in theory just could result in cleaner everything.
Yeah.
So it's, but it's about how you're communicating to the guests. So what's actually good about the heavy restrictions for Disney, and one is that you can grow out of it, obviously, but it's also, it gives them a microcosm, I guess, in Disney's term, compared to what they usually have, that like, I just need to address these group of people right now. I'm just worried about communicating to this group, and hopefully they can self-monitor and do the things within our cut down restaurants and our cut down amenities, whatever, that then they can expand out of that and figure out how to communicate similar ideas to larger groups.
Yeah. I just realized I never actually opened up the phone lines, and Adam is dying to call in.
I was going to say, it's been so quiet.
Yeah. Well, over on I think people are kind of migrating over to the YouTube because they like to see our beautiful faces. But
Oh no, I haven't worn makeup in a while.
oh, here we go. Adam is on the line. Sorry, Adam.
Hi, Adam.
God, I had to wake myself up.
What are you talking about? This like crackling conversation we've been having.
I wanted to cut everybody off, and they like were making fun of something. I don't even remember what it was anymore.
What was it? Tough to be a bug? Possibly. That's the only thing.
No, I don't even remember. But I thought it was really cute that Mama Dilla called and said, "Frank, you look like you lost weight."
What are you trying to say?
It's Adam's favorite part of the show. It's when Bobadillo texted.
It's just really cute that she noticed.
We're gonna get her to call in one of these days. I gotta get her some headphones.
Oh, that was too funny. Did anybody list any water features as their essentials?
No.
Well,
No.
I mean, if you count Rivers of Light, we had a vote for Rivers of Light. That's a water feature.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably less exciting than a water feature too.
And we had Kali River Rapids. A couple votes for Kali River Rapids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to anyone who voted for that, but
What were your essentials, Adam?
Mine were the trails of no, that was a poor attempt of a joke. The trail of Discovery Island trails, which Jen, you were coerced into using as well.
I completely love that idea and chose it as my fifth.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big turtle on that trail. I think there's an aardvark. There's otters. There is usually like peacocks or flamingos or both. Again, you get close up to the tree. You can see all the carving.
Yeah, that's
I do feel like I've done it.
Did I know I was on it? Probably not.
Right, exactly. Like I feel like I've been really close to the tree, so I was probably there.
And then the other two trails, the gorilla trail and the other trail.
Yeah,
in
Maharaja
Asia with the tigers, which you never see a tiger. At least I never see a tiger.
We have.
we've seen a few.
We've seen them pretty close.
I gotta go when you guys go because they're hiding in a corner, and everybody's, you got like 80 people like looking through a window trying to see a.
Yeah, you can't be doing that right now.
No.
People pressing their faces on the glass and stuff. Come on.
Yeah.
That's gross.
And then Everest and Kilimanjaro Safari.
Yeah, we didn't give McKenna a hard enough time about her not having Festival of the Lion King on her list, so I feel like we have to do this to Adam. Adam, why is Festival of the Lion King not on your list?
Actually, I think it is.
We didn't hear it.
No, you got 3 trails, Kilimanjaro and Everest.
But I did it on your. Wait a minute now. I did it on your Facebook page. I thought I did that. Maybe I had that out and.
So now you're trying to change up. Now you're trying to get extra votes. Is what you're doing, Adam?
Yeah, you're padding the votes here.
No, well, I think my vote was already counted.
It was. I added.
Yeah.
But just now you just didn't list it, so I was going to give you a hard time.
So what did I? I don't remember what I did.
See, I'm trying to like do a live radio show right now. And I'm held responsible to go back and see what people voted for.
We want to empower you to self-maintain your votes.
Here. I found it.
Oh.
Found it. Yeah. Festival of Lion King. Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Oh, I swapped out Lion King for Everest. My bad.
Oh, I got you.
Ooh. So if you had to choose between the two right now, which would you pick?
Lion King because it's indoor air conditioning.
Yeah, because it's so.
Because there's no shade. Mm-hmm.
I really like Festival of the Lion King, but
Yeah.
I'm not skipping on a ride on Expedition Everest.
Everest
No
is
way.
very good. And by the way, inspired by the Mount Fuji roller coaster we didn't get in Japan.
That would have been even cooler. Though. I would definitely trade Disco Yeti for Godzilla.
Lewis wants to know that like we can vote more than once. Lewis, you have 18 Twitter handles. I think you can.
Oh yeah, the Dollywood Pick a Day didn't vote, so
Yeah.
we could do that.
But see what happens, Adam, this is what happens. This is why we can't let you go when you try to swap out answers, because then the rest of the class doesn't have the chance to do the same.
I should have written them down.
Well, no, I think what we're showing here is there's more than 5 essentials that you have to experience at the Animal Kingdom.
Well, there's way more than 5.
There's way more than
that's
5. How can you cut it down to 5?
Garrett, I have a question. So Jocelyn had asked us if we had to spend an entire day at Animal Kingdom, how would our day be spent? Garrett, how would your day be spent?
Okay, start at the entrance of Animal Kingdom. All right.
Sure.
And then make your way through Animal Kingdom and do everything.
Right.
I forget what you said, Garrett, when we were talking about this. Do you go right to like towards Dino Land when you go to Animal Kingdom, or would you rather go to Pandora first?
Pandora.
You go to Pandora first?
Dino Land's like my least favorite part.
Yeah.
It has dinosaur, but like it also has Primeval Whirl.
Well, yeah. A lot of it is more for the kids. Yeah.
For the kids.
It has Donald's Dino Bash though.
It does. I like Donald.
Happy birthday, Donald Duck.
Yeah.
Mm.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Donald. That's your guy. Do you have any words you want to say about Donald Duck?
He's a duck, that's for sure.
Why is he your favorite?
Probably because he's a duck.
The fact that he's a duck.
And I love when he gets really angry at stuff.
It is hilarious.
Mhm.
It reminds me of Frank. Like when Frank gets real grumpy.
True. That's true. Jeff is saying he voted for Everest 3 times, but he thinks you probably only counted 1. Can
It's
you
true.
confirm?
I can confirm. I only counted it once.
And Jeff also wants to know what happens after 11 o'clock when you've done everything in Animal
Well,
Kingdom.
you go to bed because you've spent a full day in a wonderful park. Yeah.
Right.
And when it's Christmas there, you can't even do everything. Like there's just so much to do.
They just started doing more stuff this year, though. Like with the I can't remember what they called it, but the big marionette characters they brought out, the animals.
Animal Kingdom at Christmas was amazing.
Yeah.
Animal
Come
Kingdom not at Christmas is amazing.
You're going to get a pretty big argument about
Yeah.
Christmas time in the parks, I think.
Would you say it's the best park at Christmas?
Get out of here.
Yeah, right.
Can't say that, but it's definitely one of my favorites, especially because Animal Kingdom is my favorite.
Yeah.
So, ahead of the 2 water parks at Christmas is what you're saying.
So it's only ahead of the 2 water parks at Christmas, is what Frank said.
Oh,
Could-
it's so cold.
But 4th best Christmas?
Fourth Christmas.
4th, for sure.
They're saying compared to Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom,
In Epcot.
and Epcot.
No, never.
Well, what number is it then?
Second.
Behind.
Either Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios.
That means it's 3rd.
One or the other. Can't be both.
But then, so it's one of those is in 1st place, and then one is in 3rd place?
Yes.
I'll tell you what would make Hollywood Studios like solidly number one at Christmas time for me if they did this. If they start celebrating Life Day in Batu, it's over with.
Oh wait, no, I figured it out. Okay, Magic Kingdom's first, and then Animal Kingdom, and then Hollywood Studios.
I feel like that's for you guys.
A lot of people are talking about Launchpad in the comments.
I have a great picture with Launchpad.
Yeah. He was fun.
Jen has a picture with Launchpad, and Papadillo has a picture with Launchpad as well.
I wonder where Frank was during that time.
I don't know where I was, but I must have been around somewhere that I wasn't in that picture with Launchpad. But Papadillo has one, and Jen has one.
Well,
Like you were there.
It was I felt like the pictures make me feel like I was there.
well, just so my mom knows that I'm not ignoring her, I saw that you asked me to send Dad a link to the show. Again, I am doing a show right now, and I can't be sending out links in the middle of the show.
I think.
Are you doing a show? Are you?
I'm wondering if anyone who has these pictures, what year were these pictures from? Jeff and Val, yeah.
Well, it's probably in the Animal Kingdom though. They're talking about Animal Kingdom.
Oh,
Yeah, because he's part of.
But if you got one in the studios,
yeah. If you have one in #AlwaysMGM, check the year on that one.
Wait, in the Wayback Machine for that one.
Yeah, he's part of the Dino Bash though. He's there with Scrooge and the Chip and Dale in their dino costumes, which is cool. That's a cool photo op.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeff was asking.
Jeff is cracking the code.
He's saying if I worked very closely with Launchpad. I mean, I don't know. We worked closely for a couple of times. 2019, no, Jeff, no.
No, then he did not. No, he was here podcasting. So.
I was here entertaining all of you.
Yeah. My mom thought you might have been taking the picture, so that was her.
Oh, well, that's possible. I mean, that's definitely possible because Mama Dilla wasn't in either of those pictures either. So,
who was she working closely with?
Perhaps she was working closely with some characters, but could have been either of you. Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah. Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the day. And Adam, you're certainly invited on this as well. When we take the Dillos into Animal Kingdom, we change their mind about it because they're going to realize it's a blast. Mm-hmm. And we know how to do it.
And look, guys, I would lower your expectations. Listen, we're going to have an amazing time. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be so fun. We're going to laugh. We're going to it's going to be great. Change our mind.
Well, I think you need to raise your expectation. I think that's what needs to happen.
I mean, maybe we can meet in the middle.
I don't think anything beats if you go to the Animal Kingdom at Christmas and then at night.
Well, apparently something does beat it, Garrett. It's Magic Kingdom. It's Magic Kingdom.
Look,
something does beat it.
Overall, I prefer Magic Kingdom at Christmas, but at night, I'd prefer Animal Kingdom.
It only started going there in the dark like 2 years ago. No one cared about the Animal Kingdom at night. It can't be that good. Get out of here.
I care about the Animal Kingdom at night. It makes me feel feelings.
Oh.
I'm like, it's so beautiful around here. Especially Pandora.
Pandora is very, very pretty.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It's all very nice.
You can't not
like. Like the best market rate.
I feel good. I feel like
how does Garrett feel?
It was much less taxing on me than I thought it was going to be.
I'm not as angry as usual.
And your pep talk to me for 2 weeks worked.
Good.
You're welcome, everyone.
Thank you, Jen.
That's what I'm here for. I am the light of the Dillos.
Yeah, it was effective, and it led to much less. I don't know. I would feel like I was going to be like shaking and sweating over here, just trying to keep it in, keep in the anger. But Garrett, maybe you served as kind of the lightning rod and it came, all of the stress went through you. I was able to just relax, enjoy the show.
No, I'm completely zen over here.
Skipper Bob, I miss those Osborne lights. I wouldn't mind them ever too. I don't care where they go.
Yeah, put them somewhere.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks,
Jeff. Things stayed civil. Well done. We did it. Yeah.
We did it, guys. We did it. We got through all 4 parks on our must-dos that we must do to enjoy the must-dos.
So now, by popular demand from the Facebook group, we're supposed to be moving on to essential foods. And we were talking about how to do this. And here's what I think. Because everyone blamed me for how the original survey was set up and there were so many rules and guidelines, obviously it was my fault. Yeah. I'm going to say for the food one, there are no rules or guidelines. I'm just going to go essential foods. If you want to say premium bar, pretzel, turkey leg, and some specific entree, like the Greek salad at Cosmic Rays, and and then a free ice water from Pecos Bill, fine. I don't care. If that's your 5 essentials, fine. I don't care.
I can tell he's mad right now.
He's like, there are no rules. You happy now?
Yeah.
You created this.
Most essential food in Magic Kingdom is free ice water from Pecos Bill.
Yeah, exactly. If people want to say it, fine. Because I thought about we could do just entrees or a quick service meal, but then I don't know. Then what are we doing? Breaking it into you're going to do entrees, snacks, drinks. This could go on forever. Forget it. We're going to do essential foods. And I don't even think we'll limit it to 5. However many people want to say. Just whatever.
Let's not get crazy here.
I don't care.
One forever.
However many. If you have one, huh?
What if you just say all of them?
Well, people aren't going to say all of them. At Magic Kingdom, I'm sure Dole Whip was going to be on the list for most people.
What if you put Dole Whip on every single one?
But they're not. It's not available everywhere.
It's not.
It's not going to be on the Animal Kingdom one.
Get Dole Whip and bring it over.
No, it has to be available in the park. That's the only rule, I guess. Okay, there's a rule. There's a rule.
You said there are no rules.
It's going to be all melted and gross.
I don't want to
bring it over.
I can do whatever I want with Dole Whip.
Dole Whip on the Skyliner. Right?
Sounds nice.
Sounds
Dole Whip on the Skyliner, guys. Crazy.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for the show.
Dave.
Yeah. All right, guys. We don't have to wait for Adam. He's hanging out with us, so I think we can wrap it up. But Adam, did you get your word in? Is there anything else you wanted to cover tonight before we wrap it up?
No, just hashtag find Matt.
Yeah, where is Matt?
Where's Matt?
I agree.
And stay safe, everybody.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
Adam, you dropped your new episode of The Mouse and More today, right?
Did we? Yes, we did. We did. We talked all about the same stuff everybody else talked about. The opening of the park.
Great.
It's good though. You know what? June 22nd, DVC and campground opens, and then the parks starting open at least the 11th of July. That's exciting. I hope you guys that are locals can get down there.
Yeah.
I don't know if us New York, New Jersey, Connecticut people are going to be able to.
I can't afford 2 weeks to quarantine, and then
2 weeks.
Quarantine.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I have a room.
You know that I have to quarantine in your room.
No, you can hang out with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already had Rona, so you can hang out with me all you want.
This is the first time you're saying it out loud, Sam?
I think so.
It's like, does everyone know this?
I don't know that we talked about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had it.
I didn't have it, but I did get sick around the time that it was like a huge thing on social media.
Oh my gosh, that's another story. I don't know. That was super scary for a lot of reasons.
I have it though. I wasn't coughing.
No, it was a different thing.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They say it's not the whole coughing thing anymore. It's not the only symptom.
Yeah.
People do get nauseous and, have stomach problems.
He may have had it too then.
Yeah,
I hope I did. Then I'm immune.
No, that's not
that's the other
necessarily true.
No, 100% immune.
Well, if you go back to our 12 Days of Christmas episodes in the podcasting archives there, you'll hear Frank with the Rona, probably. I mean, it's our assumption when he had no voice for the entire month.
6 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Well, then you're good too. Come on down.
Yeah.
That episode with Adam, I was like dead for the majority. Yeah. Just barely getting words out.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were going to finish.
I was like, all right, I think we're probably, that's it. That's all we can do. Right? Adam, come back on.
You can ask a question, yes.
I don't think in your Monday show you got too much into your endeavors at the space camp, which if you don't want to, that's fine. But I'm going to need personally then a little bit of dialogue on space camp and what happened, because that sounds really cool.
He did boring space stuff.
Well, there it is.
We need a YouTube video.
Yeah, you need to do a diary about it.
We could do that. So I know we had a couple of folks asking on Twitter, Adam, you being one of them, about Landon and I kind of discussing it. And I mean, we had too much planned for this Monday show to go into it, because that would be, it's a larger discussion. Maybe it would be good for a YouTube video. Me and Landon could do it.
Yeah. We heard often how he is an alumni.
It may have come up a few times while we were walking around the Kennedy Space Center. And by the way, Space Camp and the Kennedy Space Center liked my tweet. So
like a search to do on YouTube.
You've
Not
got,
even that, just
you've got
anything.
Got friends in high places.
All right, that's you, Adam. The Mouse and More. Go Twitter. Do the Twitter thing and the podcast thing. The Mouse and More. Check it out. Thanks, Adam. And you got to call us next week.
I will. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Good night, Adam.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Monorails, you want to do your plugs?
We shall.
Hey, I already have.
Garrett already did his.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we're Monday Morning Monorail everywhere except for Twitter. On Twitter, we're at Morning Monorail.
Man, imagine your Twitter handle being different.
I know it is, and it stinks. Thanks, Garrett. But I do, speaking of the video diaries, please go check out the Monday Morning Monorail on YouTube, because we are loading up some of our adventures. And I'm just going to say this. I'm going to put this out here right now. This is breaking news. There may very soon be videos from the park down the street. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
Very possible. That's a secret.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Not for me. I don't ride those rides. I can't do screens.
I'm not a traitor.
Oh, you're not going to be there with us? Okay. You can stay home.
No, I'm just not going to record it.
Yeah, so that's some breaking news. But yes, please listen to our show every Monday morning on all of your podcast distributors. What about you guys?
Good.
Am I doing the whole thing?
Yeah.
What do you give me? Hey, we're at Dillo's Diz on the Instagram, the Twitter, the TikTok. You can like us on Facebook. You can subscribe to us here on YouTube. As Dave said, you can smash that like button even for today's Parks and Monorail's most magical hour. And then Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz. This week, we have former all-new Mickey Mouse Club member and also part of the classic group, The Party, Chasen Hampton, joining us to talk about his time on the Mickey Mouse Club as a part of The Party, filming in the parks while studios was still under construction, all sorts of fun things there. A good and really the power of music and how it can resonate with people, I think, is a nice current theme throughout that episode. So that's our Theme Park Thursday this week. So it should be a good one. 1 week from Thursday night, the second meeting of the Forever 44 Fedora Club.
Forever?
Forever? talking about Dick Tracy as the main event there. So,
woohoo! That's awesome. Sounds like an exciting show coming up on Thursday.
Yeah.
I guess
we were like this last week.
Definitely 100% be listening to it.
he did a little eye shifty thing that probably didn't pick up on the video, but it was physical comedy over here.
I felt it.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us tonight.
Yes.
We also want to congratulate you guys on an awesome show yesterday. Couldn't be happier to have you as friends, family, cousins, what have you. But also, I'm very big into people speaking their truths. So you really, especially that we started a blog as Brother and Sister Dillo. It's kind of hard for us to reveal ourselves in such a way, and you guys did a tremendous job. So,
thank you. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. We just feel like, again, we want to be genuine, and I think that part of what makes our show what it is we are true to ourselves. So that's part of why we made the decision to say what we did. So for those of you who listened, I appreciate it, and thanks for the feedback.
Yeah, we still have a lot of growing to do, and our kids
Absolutely.
Remind us of that all the time.
Yeah, for
They're
sure.
way more inclusive than we are. So
yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you all for listening tonight. Thanks for hanging out on the YouTube and the Podbean. We'll be back again next week.
We will.
And who knows?
9:30. Come join us.
We'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.